What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Shit. Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Yeah.
I believe we are late, but what the hell else is new? Are we late? Actually, that was excellent timing. Look at that. A simultaneous ending. Excellent job, Josh.
Well, you the one that, you know.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And the drink hasn't even kicked in yet. Cheers.
I was
Cheers.
told. I was told on the podcast.
Yes. As long as he enters and begins the podcast without any alcohol in the system, and then we start drinking on the podcast. Yes. But pre-game.
There's rules to this shit.
Pre-games do not work with Josh.
Definitely not.
We took a little vacation last week, a much needed. I think we both had a 3-day weekend, and
we wanted to use it.
Yeah, we wanted to use the 3-day weekend.
We extended it to 4 days.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was exhausted. I think last week I was like, I think it's like just before I even got home, I was like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way. I'm
texting you like at 7:30.
Yeah.
Like, are we doing this? Oh, I literally just got to the front.
Yeah.
It's over. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's where is it?
It's not my choice.
Just exhaustion, just straight exhaustion.
Well.
But we both needed that break.
Yeah, I definitely did. Actually,
and now we come back better than ever.
Yes.
All right,
Clap
we can clap that up. Yes, clap
that up. But you get this sound from
It's not my
Masters.
No, because I think every now and then a break is required. Like,
what they call it, mental health?
It's not
day?
like I don't know if we mentioned this shit before, Josh, but we work.
Yeah, we got jobs.
We work. All right,
I work
all
two
right?
jobs.
We work exactly. That's
So,
I'm like, bro, come on, man. Hold on, like,
Bruh.
yes. All right, so we apologize, but sometimes a little break is necessary. All right.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. Well, first and foremost, how you been doing?
Personal level, not effing bad. Starting to get back into the swing of things. I could watch a little what I eat, but on a grind, I'm doing much better, thankfully. So I'm definitely excited about that.
Well, you know, as usual, I'm in the doghouse. What else is new?
I think every episode.
I just live in the doghouse.
Yeah.
I'm about to be single real soon.
I'm supposed to have a bag on my head this episode. I think if we could make like a dog house that we could put on Josh.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm in the doghouse. I'm about to be single, not by choice, real soon. I gotta stop my shit, bro. I gotta stop my shit.
Listen, speaking of series
I
that
apologize.
are irrelevant, all right, he's talking about Kiki hit a bomb.
Yo,
there's nothing
hold on,
worse.
clap it up. That's a body, man.
Yeah.
We gotta show love for our bodies.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Okay, the Mets. I wanted the Mets to get Kike too.
First of all, for all the Yankee fans out there that are talking about, oh, I guess I got to root for the Astros. You know what you're gonna get hit with.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm sorry. There's no like.
You gotta root for the National
you're
League
not
team.
allowed to root for the Rays, the Red Sox, or the Astros.
So it's National League team.
Yes.
Dodgers.
Let's go Dodgers or Braves. That's it, bro.
I'm definitely not going for the Braves.
That's it.
Well, I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm going for Houston.
All right.
I'm going for
Clearly,
I'm accustomed to this every year. Being in the Mets are never in the playoffs, so I'm accustomed to it. So what I do is I try to go Yankees. So I'm gonna go New York, and then if the Yankees,
you can't do that, Josh.
This is what I do.
You should not be doing that.
I go Mets. The Mets are gone. I go Yankees. Yankees are gone. I go for my favorite.
I'm not
players
gonna
left.
root for the Mets, but if they're in the World Series, I will say, all right, I hope they win.
Well, at least the hate comes out and you real.
No, I'm not gonna root for them, but if they're in the World Series,
What do you
I would
mean
like
not
them
gonna
to
root for?
win.
Who else you gonna root for if the Yankees aren't in the playoffs?
Why would I want to see the Mets?
See, this is the
No,
truth.
no.
Well, you know what? The reality of it is
Now the run that they went on, that rotation, I was impressed by, and I thought they deserved the ring.
he's definitely not talking about this year. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
But now that they got a real owner, hell no. I don't even
Hold
know. I don't want it. No.
they calling me Scooby. What are you talking about? Shit. Like Scooby Doo or something? Scooby. All right. Let's just talk about what happened last night.
No, call you Scooby because you always in the doghouse,
Yo,
motherfucker.
yo,
I got that.
oh,
I
yo.
got that shit.
That shit went right over my head.
It went
bro.
over. It ain't go over my head. Yes.
They should have called me Snoopy then. I'm
Yeah.
like, Scooby.
Josh read the comment and was like,
Shaggy. All right. Yesterday was a great day in sports. It was Monday Night Football.
well,
so,
shit. The last 2 weeks, man.
I'm talking about just yesterday.
Football
Yeah,
and
yesterday.
everything, bro.
Yesterday was the Philadelphia, which I know you
Hell
hate.
of a game.
Actually, they held their own.
I thought they blew it.
Yeah.
I thought they easily could have beaten them. They blew it. They didn't have a balanced attack. They focused on the fact that Tampa secondary was in shambles. But guess what, guys? What is the NFL coach going to do if he knows that's the weakest part of his team?
Keep going. Oh yeah.
He's going to plan for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
I thought that the Eagles were morons. Like
Who
you
is
fell
this
right
kid?
into
Jacques
the trap.
Watkins or Watson or whatever his name is, the receiver from Philly. He went off.
Yeah, but he only went off because they
No, but he's
had
been
to
going off
throw
the
the
last couple
ball.
weeks.
100. Did you hear the sarcastic cheers from Philadelphia fans when they ran the ball?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, come on, man.
Whoever has Miles Sanders right now,
Yeah, they
wants to
didn't
stab
run the
himself
ball
in
at
the
all. It
face.
was terrible, bro.
Whoever has Miles Sanders right now in
And-
fantasy, you want to kill yourself.
And Eagles made it 28-14. Have the ball, driving. They decide to kick a field goal instead of just going for
But
it.
didn't they lose
Like,
28-22?
No, it made it worse. They decided to kick a
And
field
they
goal. Missed
They
the
missed
field
it.
goal.
Yeah, they missed it.
When I'm like, yo, I think it was like 4th and 8. Like, you got to go for it, bro. It's the fourth quarter. You're going against Tom Brady.
You know what's crazy? That quarterback, before the game yesterday, they were saying that he accounts for like 70% of their offense.
Yes.
But
Which first
It's
of all,
insane. That's like
you're
a
setting him up for failure.
Dude, that's like some Lamar Jackson. What's the other guy named from Arizona? That's like their type of offense. But at the same time,
I don't care how good of a
No,
young
but-
quarterback
no,
you
it's
are.
not
You
that.
have to run the ball.
Kyler Murray, that's what I'm talking about. It's not that. I'm just saying the difference between those quarterbacks and the quarterback from last night is those quarterbacks, their coach actually trusts them at the end. This guy doesn't trust his quarterback at the end.
Well, clearly he didn't because he
What did
decided
they-
to kick a
yeah, that's
field goal.
what I'm saying.
Exactly. Like
You trust
I mean,
Go make a play.
and I knew it. I'm looking at that and I'm like, even if he makes the kick, you're gonna regret
Yeah.
that decision.
Go make a play. It's like what happened a couple weeks ago when they showed Harbaugh. He goes to Lamar. He's like, I got it. I'm gonna make a play.
Yeah.
And then they're beating KC or something like that.
That's totally different
I mean,
situation
there's
though,
levels
because
to it.
Lamar's earned that.
But
spot.
still,
Yeah.
like you're putting 70% of the offense on this guy's head.
Yeah,
you
which
might as well
I
give
think,
it to him
yeah.
at crunch time.
I feel terrible. I feel like they're just gonna ruin this kid. They did the same thing to Carson Wentz. They ruined him.
yeah,
I
they burned
mean,
him out.
You have to have a balanced attack, bro. You have to have a balanced attack.
Yeah, they burned him out.
Oh man, Blue Label. Oh, I guess Scooby will be continuing the doghouse.
No. I think Day Walker and Manny, they know each other. I'm not dealing with either one of y'all. Anyway,
2-1.
so the football game was great.
2-1 Red Sox. Guess what?
Oh my God, who the hell?
I don't
cares?
give a shit. I'm not watching the ALCS. I don't give a shit.
Yesterday, obviously, we talked about the ALCS. Yesterday was the NLCS, with arguably the two
NLDS.
NLDS, excuse
At
me.
last game
With
5 of
arguably
the
the
NLDS.
two
The two best teams
in
in the
baseball.
National League. Yep.
Maybe in baseball. They got the best records.
I think the Rays were one of the best teams in baseball,
Right.
and we
Yeah.
saw how that worked out.
Yeah, because Kike in the body. Anyway, very close game. Came down to the wire, 1-up. Cody Bellinger, I think the top of the ninth or something like that. RBI single. Now they're up 2-1. Right? Now Cody's been playing terrible. He's probably the worst.
You
year of
got to
his
go
career.
from that game from beginning to end.
No, I'm saying, but this might be the worst game of the worst season of his career.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, he's been-
Him and Yelich, ironically, both battling for MVPs, are both
terrible.
battling both battling for just horrible.
Well, the opposite of most improved, right? Like,
Yeah,
most regressed.
Most
regressed.
regressed. Most regressed.
most regressed player of the year.
If there's an award for that, Josh just created it.
Right, most regressed. I said digress, regress. You know what I mean? Regressed is the proper word. But he came through big, and in the playoffs, if you come through big in the playoffs, the season is like forgiven.
Yeah.
So he comes through big, gets an RBI single, bottom of the ninth.
But you're skipping so much though. You're crazy.
I'm getting to the crux of it.
No, I know, but you can't skip Logan Webb, who was absolutely phenomenal for San Francisco. I don't know if he even gave up a run in the series. Started 2 games. That's outrageous.
I think he gave a run yesterday.
He gave up one run yesterday. But I mean, 1 run and 2 starts.
Betts was awesome last night. He had 4 hits.
He did, but then you also got to give credit to Dave Roberts, who decides the balls, the cojones on this guy to start with an opener.
What
2 relievers, uses 2 relievers, and then
opener
goes to Urias.
didn't?
I mean,
yeah.
listen, that's balls on the road.
But he's been there. You got to give him. He's been there.
But you're the defending champion, bro. I still think,
and Canobo's
a lot of people would have played it safe there.
What is it, Canobo? He's always been good. He was good on the Brewers last year. He's a good closer.
No, I'm not taking that away. What I'm just saying is that could have went south.
He had to neutralize that right-handed.
Yeah,
balance.
it could have went south.
So
It could have definitely went south.
And Urias ended up giving up a bomb.
Yeah, that was the only run.
No, but I'm saying he played this. If you think at it, and then again, you don't even know if it's the coaches or it's the GMs with this analytic stuff.
No, I think it definitely does. But I also, I mean, if you've been watching, you know Roberts has a pulse on like what's going on.
So he does that. All right. So we started off from the beginning. Pitching was great. Webb pitched again, another gem.
Amazing. It was awesome.
Another gem. Gave up 1 run. I think he had like 2 hits. Two
Yeah.
hits. He gave up 3 hits to Betts. I think he gave up 4 hits total with 1 run. He pitched awesome. The Dodgers pitched well. Urias gave up that home run. It was 1 up, and then it came out to Bellinger.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk to you about, did you see the strike 3 call?
Yeah. That was awful. That was awful. Not only was it not a strike 3, I just felt bad. I felt like baseball wanted to see Wilmer Flores cry again. like I felt like baseball would not be complete without Wilmer Flores crying on TV again. But thankfully, he did not break out into tears.
Oh man. Well,
it was bad.
I don't think he was gonna hit Scherzer anyway.
No. So that's the one thing. That's why people are not really going crazy because it was a run on first. But you just can't end a winner-take-all game like that. You can't end a winner-take-all game.
It's like when they call a
like
foul with seconds left instead of letting them play it out, and then the guy hits a free throw to win the game.
Like
it's like let them play.
And then think about this. It's not the World Series, right? But like you said before, probably 2 of the top teams in baseball, and on top of that, it's the World Series for the Giants. You take away their shot at a ring, man.
They were saying
that's a terrible call.
They were saying it was I don't know if it's people the media is dramatic. They were saying it was the biggest game in that rivalry's history.
We need the Wilmer crying on the edit, by the way. You need Wilmer crying on the edit.
I got it.
You
did it in my best jersey. I loved Wilmer Flores, by the way.
There's no crying in baseball.
I loved Wilmer Flores, bro.
There's no crying.
He cried because he thought he was gonna get traded. He didn't want to leave my boy.
It was
leave him alone.
I think I shed a tear for him that day. I was like, man.
And then he ends up hitting a walk-off home run or something like that.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so a couple weeks back, I pretty much did a recap of the Mets season. I don't want to really, watch.
No. I mean,
I did a recap. I said what I think they should do in the offseason. I believe they should blow it up. I'll just briefly say what I said again. I'll repeat myself. I think they should try to get some kind of trade value for McNeil, Dom Smith, JD Davis. I think they should blow it up. Maybe go after somebody.
No, but we knew that season was over.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going to happen with the Yankees.
Yeah. But this what so go to episode, I believe it's 29. I gave a synopsis of the Mets, but you didn't give a synopsis of the Yankees. So I'm going to put it on your court now. Your Yankees. How do you?
I mean, well,
how do you
before
do the
we even
season?
talk about that, we could talk about the failure that was Garrett Cole, the failure that was the just the team in general, just the absolute flop. You couldn't ask if you're a Yankee fan. You couldn't realistically think that they had a chance at a playoff run, and I said that from the beginning.
But you guys,
But
that last
that
month,
game-
that last month was so fantastic. For you
Yeah,
guys,
but
man.
in the playoffs, everybody knows, you gotta have pitching, and it shows. Look at yesterday. You have to have pitching. Period. Granted, I didn't think we could make a run, and we could probably get lucky and beat the Rays, maybe. But that's a big maybe. But you can't ask for a better setup than going to Boston with Garrett Cole on the mound and a fully rested Garrett Cole on the mound. All right. Worst case, if you lose the game, you think you're gonna have a shot.
I think Nathan Eovaldi's pitching was what you expected from Cole. You expected Cole to show up like that, and he didn't.
But I even told you, I said, based on the year that he's having, I expected him to show up. I didn't expect him to lay an egg. I expected Eovaldi to show up. Eovaldi has made some changes to his mechanics and added an additional pitch. He used to be a Yankee. He was not this good. The Yankees would have paid him if he was this good. He showed
Was
the
he originally on
possibility of
Tampa
being.
Bay? Oh no, he was.
No.
I know he was on the Yankees for sure.
He was, I believe, on the Marlins.
Okay.
I got to go back.
I'll
He
look
played
up.
for a couple of teams.
I'll look
You
up.
can look it up. But even when Eovaldi was on the Yankees, you saw potential. I was surprised how rare pitching is to get that the Yankees didn't make a play for him. And constantly when guys go down, the Yankees don't have this habit of wanting to pay guys for their rehab years, even though all around baseball, other teams do it. Look at Pineda. They didn't want to pay Pineda for his rehab year. They let him walk. Pineda, not great,
He's solid,
but
he's solid. With the
solid,
he's
and we need an arm, right? So they don't pay Pineda, same thing. So I know we didn't have the pitching, but the wild card game, I was like, I expected a good game. I expected us to have a chance.
FYI, Eovaldi started his career with the Dodgers, then Marlins, Yankees, Rays, and now he's on the Sox.
But the Rays paid him for his rehab year. The Yankees let him walk. The Rays paid him for his rehab year, got a little bit out of him, and then the Red Sox
he didn't play at
caught the deal of the century.
2017 is when he rehabbed.
Yeah.
Then he came back to Tampa briefly.
But the Rays, he was on the Rays roster during that rehab.
Yeah. All right, so clearly the ending wasn't what you expected, what you would want as a Yankee fan. But the season, they're not bringing back the pitching coach. They're not bringing back the batting coach. They're probably gonna clean house little by little. I think the manager, I think he's safe. Right?
I wanted to sum it up.
I think Boone is safe, right? But what would you do with the team? Because you got a couple people. You got a couple. Aaron Judge is a free agent. You got what's the first baseman's a free agent now.
This is the best way I could sum up the season and why I wasn't overly optimistic, because if you paid attention, and you knew what was going on. I mean, seriously, if you look at this, okay,
Move us. You gotta move
this
us.
is the whole. No, you can see it. This is the whole breakdown right here, okay? In the whole season, the Yankees spent a whole one day in first place.
I don't like seeing this.
But that's the reality.
Didn't the Mets break a record?
Oh no, I know. But hold on. This is our shit show, Josh. All right?
Okay.
The Yankees spent a whole one day in first place, okay? So I wasn't expecting much. I I mean, but I fully expected us to at least go to Boston
Maybe win that game
and move on.
Or make it more competitive. You guys got smoked.
No. You pay Garrett Cole for games just like that.
Yep.
All right. And I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's clearly not the same pitcher since the Spider Tack controversy. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Hopefully that's not the case because that's going to suck. You guys paid him a lot of money.
Yeah. So clearly he's got to figure something out in the offseason I don't expect him to get back to that same level.
You better get close.
But he better get close with it. Exactly. For that money, you better get close.
You got to be an ace at least. You got to be the ace at least.
Because the Cole train looked like it looked like Thomas. It looked like a Cole Thomas the train.
You do not want another Carl Pavano.
No. Let's not get crazy.
I don't want that.
Garrett Cole has always been a good pitcher. But what he became in Houston was a top 5 pitcher.
Phenomenal. He became it.
So, it's frustrating because you look and I'm not going to say I didn't want Garrett Cole. Obviously, I would love to get Garrett Cole. But who I always was a fan of was Max Scherzer. And when you look and you see Max Scherzer go and dominate the way he's dominating, and first of all, he's always been dominating. There's hands down a Hall of Famer.
No, he's definitely first ballot. But he's probably top 5 in our generation. You can
that exactly.
Now you're talking about generational talent.
The fact that we never got Scherzer always kind of irked me because he's the one I've always wanted.
Scherzer's, remember he won the Cy Young on the Tigers.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
It's frustrating. The Yankees. And then just when I think it can't get any worse, the Giants.
We'll get into the football in a second. What do you think they should do in their offseason?
New York sports, bro.
What do you think in their offseason?
In the offseason,
who should they bring back? Who should they look into?
Unfortunately, I think they're going to bring back Boone. And I love Boone forever as a Yankee. But as a manager, I'm over it already. And I think they're bringing him back. And
listen, they went on that crazy win streak. That probably saved his job. Dollar was good, bro.
But did it really save his job? I just showed you the graphic, Josh. One day in first place, bro.
But that division was
for a team that was projected to win the division.
That division was really tough, man.
Bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. It just shows. It just shows how great of a manager Cora is. Clearly, and I knew it. I knew the Red Sox were not that bad when they played that terrible without him. But I never knew that he was going to come back and make them that good again.
Yeah. It was a big.
Cora's a phenomenal manager, and it just goes to show you what a difference a great manager can do.
A top tier manager.
And let's be realistic. The Yankees all of a sudden now are nickel and diming. They didn't want to pay anybody. They paid Boone dirt. They paid Boone dirt, bro.
Dollar's in the building and he's going off. So he says, Kyrie's corny. What it do? My guys was good, Dollar. San Francisco got jerked, and he hoped the Braves get swept.
He's making
I
up.
hope the Braves get swept too.
For lost time. I don't care who comes out of the NL, but let's go National League because I can't watch this ALCS.
I'm going Houston. I want Houston.
Oh my
LA.
God! Who
I want
the
Houston,
hell
LA, and I want Houston to bust LA ass again.
I want Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. I don't even care.
Yo, again, you haven't answered my question. So next year, besides the manager you just addressed, batting, who you want to bring back?
There's talk.
What's the first baseman that you guys got? I keep forgetting his name.
Rizzo. Rizzo's a free agent. He's gone.
He might end up in Boston.
They're not going to sign him. Boston, I think it would be stupider of them to sign him. They don't really need him.
They need a left-handed bat. And their first baseman is...
Yeah. I mean...
The first baseman is...
To be honest, I think the Yankees might make a play, but Rizzo's going to get paid, and the Yankees can't jump out the window.
What about Joey? They keep him on the
Gardner retires. That's depressing.
What about Joey? The one that
Joey, they're gonna keep him.
You think he's insurance for Judge, or they bring a Judge back?
I think they bring Judge back, but I think you have to keep Gallo because now you don't know what the hell you got in Frazier. So you have to keep Gallo, and Gallo's cost cost friendly and controllable.
And you can trade him
So-
for assets if you need to.
Yeah.
Will you put Gallo at center? Stanton showed that he could be left field, and you get Hicks back too.
We get Hicks back, but
I'm saying he's gonna want to. He's getting paid for like as a starting left, starting center field.
yeah, Hicks had that great year, and so far he's been doo-doo.
Terrible.
So we could take a wait and see approach with Hicks, but that's right now between the bench. That's the outfield. You just called it. You hit it on the head right there.
So the outfield is who? Gallo
Is gonna be Gallo, Stanton, Hicks, and
Judge.
Judge.
If you bring, so you say Judge should come back.
They're gonna bring Judge back. You can't let him walk.
So Judge is what?
He's the face
Judge
of the
is what,
Yankees
30?
right now. And if he's smart, he signs because I guarantee you the Yankees make him the captain right away. The Yankees make him the captain right away. He will be the next Yankee captain if he resigns.
You think so?
Yes,
You
the
think he's worthy
same
of
deal. The same deal was on the table for Cano, and the idiot for $60 million decided to go throw away his career. How'd that work out?
$60 million. Like $60
No,
million.
I understand. But in hindsight, you talk about retiring in a Yankee jersey, getting the captain, like, there's money to be made other ways.
Fuck the Yankees, man. Getting the captain. I get that.
How many-
the captain over the 60
How many
million?
playoff games did he play in Seattle?
The captain over 60 million?
How many playoff games did he play in Seattle?
Yeah, he you know what he's saying? He's saying, yeah, Capitan to the bank.
I hear you. How'd that work this year?
Doesn't matter.
He lost $20 million. How'd that work this year?
It worked out for us. Very
Exactly.
Well. For
So
him,
in hindsight, he probably should have stayed with
Word.
the Yankees.
Dollars is right. If Houston wins, that what is his name? The old man, the mattress man guy that bets. I think it's 20,
Mattress Mac.
I think
Mattress
it's 22
Mac.
million.
I hope he loses because he's a jackass.
You just sounded like a hater.
No, because like, what are you doing? People are killing themselves. You go to work every day.
Yeah,
This guy's betting what we make in our lifetime on fucking
The
on Houston Astros.
Fuck him. All right.
I hope Mattress Mac loses.
Last question about the Yankees. There was rumor that Correa's interested in New York.
Yeah, of course he is.
New York, period.
Of course he
That's
is.
where the money's at. right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Everyone's gonna say that. It's called driving up the price.
right.
Yeah.
What is that?
Everyone's gonna say that. Oh,
Tell him to bring me my
I
money.
always wanted to play in New York.
Price went up.
Guess how that works? There's two teams in New York that could afford to pay him now. He didn't say I always wanted to play for the Yankees.
you're right.
He didn't say I always wanted to play for the Mets.
He said
I always wanted to play in New York.
Yes. I would love for the Mets to go after him, by the way, and move him to third, but whatever. Him or Seager, if you had to choose.
Seager, absolutely.
He fits better. Left-handed bat.
Yeah.
Left. I feel.
Yeah.
I had that almost.
I love. I shouldn't say that because Correa is actually a lot
versatile, right?
He's on the field a lot more than Seager, who's
Was
made
it
of
agile?
glass.
Not agile. What's the word? Durable.
Durable, yeah. But I don't know, man. Puerto Rican shortstops in New York aren't really working out right now. Puerto Rican shortstops in New York ain't really working out too much right now. Sorry, Josh.
Whatever. Well, let's move on. You're fucking horrible. All right. Basketball news. Let's talk about.
Hey, dollars. Hey, listen, man. Look at the numbers.
Yo, shut up, man. Yo, listen. Baez killed this year, right? Baez an all-star.
Actually, Baez did recover nicely.
killed.
He recovered nicely.
All right. Let's talk about what everybody's talking about. We want to do John Gruden or Kyrie Irving? Pick it. It's whichever one.
I'm not gonna lie. Fuck the John Gruden shit. Everybody's talked about that. What we can fucking talk about is how much of a moron does Daniel Snyder have to be to say on a Thursday before the game, which is Sunday. By the way, we're gonna retire Sean Taylor's number, which is clearly a distraction. Like, you decide to retire the man's number the Thursday before you play? Really?
It's not just him. They're retiring Darryl Green too.
Josh, that is clearly the okie doke, my man. That is clearly the okie doke. And everybody sees right through it. And Daniel Snyder just looks like a jackass.
Was he a part of
and
that?
what? It's just disrespectful to Sean Taylor, too.
Wait, was he a part of the emails? I don't know. Something I don't know.
No, bro. It was a way to deflect, bro. It was a way to say, oh, shit, no, don't look at this. Look at this. And everybody saw it. It was so transparent, bro. This shit is terrible, man. Oh, they going in. Told you.
Right.
Look, 325 million, batted 224. I
I
don't know who they talking about, but that sounds like. Now I'm lying. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Fuck yo,
Lindor.
Garrett Cole.
Lindor.
How much Garrett Cole's making? What did he do? You just heard this man pour his heart
Yeah,
out for
that's
Garrett
right.
Cole, right?
2
Get the
innings.
fuck out of
2
here.
innings
That
of.
fucking bum.
Oh man.
That bum out of here.
Oh man.
Cheater.
Listen. What's that?
All right.
Is that both New York stadiums?
All right,
quiet
guys.
and empty
Anyway,
right now?
listen. Just so you guys don't know,
Who wants to play in the dirty ass box?
John Gruden. Well, you guys don't know if you had to hear about the emails. I mean, he said that Roger Goodell was the F word, the homosexual F word. I don't want to say it because if YouTube hears it, they're gonna kick us off of YouTube. He said it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Called him a nervous.
Well, if you were paying attention, he went after the union
the union rep.
the union leader first. I think it's DeMarcus Smith is his name.
Yeah, he also said in the rant he said that Jeff Fisher was pressured into drafting a homosexual in Michael Sams.
Yeah, no. But none of that came out. It was only only DeMarcus Smith first.
The DeMarcus Smith said he said the Boris Smith has lips like the Michelin tires.
And when that did not get him fired,
Then they went off the races.
the NFL just so happens to send this mystery layup to the New York Times. And it's clear as day, all right? It's clear as day it was a witch hunt by Roger Goodell, all right? Who is an ass clown of a commissioner and clearly thinks that the people that watch football are stupid and can't see through the bullshit. But I honestly believe what he did is going to blow up in his face way bigger than he expected. Because now, since he served John Gruden up on a platter, all he did was make everybody go, well, what the hell else is in the email?
Yeah, so now the emails.
Now everybody wants to know what the hell else is in these emails. Because it can't be just Gruden.
And who was the emails to?
So it's organizational emails. So any email that was in or out of the Washington football team was
So this was with the Washington football
yeah,
team?
these conversations were between Gruden and the then GM, I believe, of the Washington football team.
Wow.
So exactly.
See,
now you're starting to see how this is going. They're deflecting. This is going to spiral way worse than Gruden. Goodell wanted to, and they're already trying to cover it up, which is crazy. Because if that's the case, I don't understand how Gruden doesn't have grounds for a lawsuit. Because he wasn't even the point of the investigation. The franchise was the point of the investigation. And the toxic culture of the Washington football team. All right? So how the hell do you go from investigating the Washington football team to all of a sudden, let's throw John Gruden under the bus?
See, the only thing I'm going to say about that, about these messages, I'm just going to give it a different approach. These messages are from 10 years ago, right? The emails supposedly 10 years ago.
Well, they went all the way back, I guess, to when Snyder purchased the team.
I believe it was
whenever Snyder purchased the team.
I'm saying, so the emails stem from like 2010, 2011.
Yeah. Well, you got to look up the total number of emails.
No. The email that initially got Gruden in hot water was a 2011 email.
Yeah.
So 10 years ago. So I'm going to say this. I'm not agreeing with whatever they had to do with Gruden is whatever. But the statute of limitations, like
you can't tell me that Gruden wasn't thrown under the bus.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't even the point of the investigation, bro.
They went after him.
They
used him as whatever.
How does the New York Times mysteriously end up with information that is in a NFL investigation?
It looks pretty suspect.
Come on,
but
bro.
My thing
That shit is super sus, bro.
I mean, as a grown man,
nah, he didn't get the bag. He did not get the bag, bro. He resigned. He
No.
left $60 million on the table.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Bro, look it
No,
up.
no. You can say whatever you want. Before he resigned, he had an hour meeting with the owner. The owner drove to him and had an hour meeting with him. You don't know what under the table agreement they had. Remember, he left quietly. He resigned and left quietly. He didn't have to resign.
He had to resign. Are you kidding me?
He had to resign to probably save his ass for his career, but he didn't have to resign.
What career? His career is finished.
But
he's not coaching Pee-wee football.
I got you. They gave him something. They broke him off.
They didn't give him nothing,
They
bro.
broke him off.
First of all, the dude already made a shit ton of money in his career.
They broke him off, bro.
He made money on Monday Night
Football.
Football.
Listen. You can't. What I did 10 years ago is not grounds to be fired. That means I speak to the owner. The owner's like, listen, let me finish. We don't need the bad press. If you walk away quietly, we'll give you this and this. That's that. When you have a meeting with an owner or you have a meeting with a boss and it's an hour or so like that, you're not talking to him apologizing. What you're doing is you're figuring out your escape clause. All right, you want me to retire? I've already retired. That's what I want. And that's ultimately what happened. Now, granted, if they put it out in the open, out of $60 million, the people are gonna say, "Why you give him the money? He didn't deserve it." So everything was under the table. But there's no way that man walked away from 60. He had 6 years, $60 million left. He's not walking away from that. Fire me.
Listen,
Fire me.
I hear what you're saying.
Fire me.
I hear what you're saying.
Fire me. We go to arbitration. I'm gonna sue your pants off because in my contract, this does not disclose to my contract. You cannot get rid of me. So you want the bad publicity? I walk away. You got to pay me. He probably didn't get the whole 60.
Listen, if it's under the table, I hear what you're saying.
Under the table, Ice.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you right now, literally, the NFL is a powerhouse unlike no other.
Of course.
Gruden was headline on every major network.
Yes, Ice. I understand that, but he has a contract. His contract protects him. What he can do is go to an arbitrator.
No, there's clauses in the contract for things just like this.
But this is 10 years old. It's not going to happen yesterday.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Unfortunately, because
either way, he's gone. We don't know.
His actions were so bad.
Let's agree to disagree. I believe they gave him something.
And I hope he didn't get paid. Because, bro, I'm sorry. I used to be a huge Chucky fan. But this shit, bro.
Yeah.
This guy, and then they found photos of him like he's a huge Trump supporter.
This is
the hell with it, bro.
but you know, listen, man. Like I said, I was trying to make a point. I'll get to the point.
I know, I hear.
It's like 10 years ago. Do you remember something you said 10 years ago?
I think.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. If
they start pulling up emails from me and Josh from 10 years ago, shit.
Don't give me the ideas.
I know. I'm just saying, bro.
But I'm saying you having a look. All right.
You said local hookups. What?
Back page? What's the
you
back
said
page?
back. Oh my God! Jesus,
right,
Jesus.
Listen, I don't even want to get into.
Oh my God! Black Planet.
Listen,
Peter.
man.
One time for Peter.
Yeah,
Black
Planet.
Planet.
Black Planet.
Black Planet.
All right. John Gruden. Where's our shit at?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, I mean that's a super congratulations.
The thing is that
we need something bigger than a congratulations for Gruden. Even though I agree with you, bro. So they did him super dirty, super dirty.
I just feel like we live in a world now that you're not forgiven for your sins. There's no redemption. It's like if I
no, it's not about being forgiven for your sins. We live in a vindictive world where every little thing can be held against you, and that
you know what really bothered me. All right, I'm gonna say what really bothered me when players that played for him that never talked out against him, all of a sudden now coming out and says, "Yeah, I always knew he was racist."
Well, hold on.
That pisses me off.
No, but you know why? No, I'm gonna tell you why too.
Pisses me off.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Should have been said it.
He's a great white hope in the NFL. They wouldn't dare say anything about him because then they look like assholes, right?
Doesn't matter.
No, you're bugging. Chucky was like, oh, you can't say anything bad about him. He's one of the good old boys.
Doesn't matter. The minute it's like, yo, when they down, they kick you. When you're down, you get kicked.
No, because even players that have that platform, Keyshawn never really threw him under the bus.
That's what I'm saying. And then
Yeah.
Keyshawn's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he never really threw him under the bus. He just said, I always knew he was a bad guy.
Keyshawn said, this guy's not even a good coach. He said he inherited Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy already, he went off on him, but he won a championship with him. He never said that before. Like, come on, son. Like that's foul to me. But whatever. Let's move on.
No, I agree in that
That's
aspect.
fine. Like,
but
you don't do like he's down. Now all of a sudden you want to start. You're on primetime TV. You got a morning show now, and you start going off on this dude. Now, granted, I may be wrong. I don't know, but I don't remember hearing Keyshawn ever saying something bad about this guy. I don't know if it's true or not. I may be wrong.
People have spoke out, and they said he never threw him under the bus or said anything specific. They just said he never really spoke highly of him. He never really spoke highly of him. And look, he turned out to be right, bro. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. At the end of the day, bro, it sucks. I thought this dude was a pretty good coach. I never in my life would have thought that about Gruden, but it goes to show you, man.
You just don't know.
Yep.
All right. Another headline. Kyrie Irving refusing to get the vaccination. Originally, his team said that he can practice with them and go on the road.
Allegedly, because we don't know. What
this did everything.
Yeah.
And Sean Marks, the general manager, I think the general manager or the president, I don't know what he is. He came out and he said, no, if the Kyrie's either fully in or he's out, which means pretty much get vaccinated and be with us or get out. KD came out yesterday and said, what are we gonna do? If the guy, pretty much if the guy doesn't want to get vaccinated, it's a personal decision. Let him deal with it, and we'll deal with the team. Stephen A. has been going off on him, like literally, you're selfish. I'm like paraphrasing, but he's been literally going off on him. On the show all week, he's saying, it's dumb, a bunch of things. My take, as it's always been, is I'm not against people that don't want to get vaccinated. But I am pro-vaccination because I've taken it.
Pro-vax choice.
Exactly. But at this point, so Kyrie came out and said, I'm doing it for this. He came up with a bunch of reasons on his Instagram. And ultimately, when you play in professional sports, right, you have a team. Your team counts on you, right? I think it's his personal choice to do whatever he wants to do. But because if his choices affects the team as a whole, then I don't know how you fix that.
You can't fix that.
So if Kyrie's
and it goes deeper than
what I'm
that
saying.
because he got KD to come over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. It's a slippery slope for me.
I don't listen. I'm gonna dog him because I don't think it's a selfish decision. At the end of the day, it's his choice.
It's your body. It's like people get
his choice ultimately screws
the
over
team.
KD and screws over the Nets. But to be honest, if you guys were paying attention, the minute they got KD and Kyrie Irving, New York is fucking cursed, bro. We knew. You just knew something was going to happen, bro. You knew something was going to happen, all right? It's like it was too good to be true. Mm-hmm. It was too good to be true.
Yeah.
And you saw the first domino fall because clearly that team last year was good enough to win a championship. And what happens? They get bit by the health bug. And now they're not getting bit by the health bug. They're getting bit by the I don't want to agree with Stephen A. But I mean, like, bruh. Like, you got a chance to separate yourself from LeBron, win a championship with your own crew, and just make a name for yourself. And you're dying on this sword, which at the end of the day, nobody can really, say anything about. But if you choose to have a profession that there's going to be rules that you can't control sometimes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And we spoke about this in the very beginning
yeah,
when
we
the
definitely
show
did.
started, bro, we said that people were going to be put in a position where they may have to be forced to take the vaccine. We didn't think it would be this severe, but we definitely spoke about it because the reality is we knew that people might not want to get it, and in order to move past this, it was going to become an issue. I didn't anticipate people walking away from millions of dollars.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's hard for me to comment on this because, like I said, being it's a team sport, you want the people involved to do. If you're not gonna, remember the phrase when you were younger, be a team player. You do it. For
No. But being a team player and injecting yourself with something that you don't believe in, that's tough. I listen. I'm not gonna defend this choice.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'll say this: for Kyrie's salary, you can inject me with Velveeta cheese. You can inject me with Velveeta cheese for what Kyrie's making. All right, you can stick a needle with Velveeta cheese in my arm. I'll take that. Kyrie's out of his fucking mind, bro.
I like Velveeta cheese, by the way. Well, talk about another person that's out of his mind and got a rude awakening. Ben Simmons, right? So he's away from the team. Now he's back.
How awkward is that entrance?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
how awkward
this
is
is why
that
I don't
entrance?
think Kyrie's gonna get the vaccination because you make this big ass stink, and then now if you get it, it's just like now you gotta stand on it. Now you gotta stand on it. Like if Kyrie gets it now, you gotta stand on it.
Didn't they get Carl Anthony Towns? Or don't they have a player that Embiid didn't really get along with, and now all of a sudden he's on the team, and that was awkward in itself? Drummond. Yeah, Drummond. They got Drummond.
The thing is that this too, you get so Ben Simmons comes back. That shit is mad awkward, right? Not to mention Ben Simmons. They came out. What's his name? Freak. I'm terrible.
No,
with
but
names.
hold on. You got an actual top 10 player, and you keep bringing fucking players in the locker room that are not gonna really bring the best out of Embiid. Like, what is the Sixers doing, bro? What are they doing?
Not even that. What is this guy? Danny Greene. Danny Greene came out and said, we don't even care if he shoots. We just want him on the team about Ben Simmons. The thing is this. If Ben Simmons is going to still be on some, I'm not going to shoot, right?
Yeah.
His best attribute is he drives to the lane.
I'm not gonna shoot.
I'm not going to shoot, right?
Wow.
His best attribute is he drives to the lane and they can penetrate and dish out, right?
How can you play in the NBA and not shoot?
I'm just saying, but Rondo did it for so many years. But hold on. So what you do is, when Ben Embiid is not in the game, right? That means now you let Simmons go crazy. Now the middle's open. But what you do is you bring in another person that's worse than Embiid that's going to clog the lane even again. You bring in Drummond who's going to clog. He's not going to move out the lane. How are you helping Simmons? It's like you didn't want Simmons back.
I think Drummond is there for those days where Embiid is
Embiid
off.
gets hurt.
No, you know those scheduled rest days.
Yeah, I think he's dead. He's insurance in case Embiid gets hurt. He can do something.
With
similar.
all luck, Ben Simmons will come to the Knicks, and he'll be fucking terrible. All right, listen, New York sports is cursed right now. Okay, New York sports is absolutely cursed right
first
now.
First off, nobody's taking Kyrie right now because somebody commented that if he comes to the Knicks, we'll take Kyrie. First off, Kyrie's my favorite player. Anybody that knows me right now knows Kyrie's my favorite player. But why would I take Kyrie when he's threatening to retire?
Wait, who's taking Kyrie?
No. Somebody wrote there that the Knicks don't front if the Kyrie wants to the Knicks.
No, because you still need vaccination
That's
in
one.
New York.
Two, he said he's going to retire if he trade him.
He could go to a team in Texas like Houston or wherever,
yes.
wherever they don't give a shit about
Go
the
to
vaccine,
Miami
like
Heat.
Orlando
Go to
or Miami Heat.
Yeah, there
exactly.
you go. You're good. All right? And
man.
hold on. Let's go over the chat real quick. We're going to listen, man, LeBron is not the best player in the league, man.
LeBron is not the best player in the league. Those days are over, man.
I believe it's KD, but it definitely is not LeBron. Sorry. LeBron may be top 5 still.
You
and
think it's KD? I know it's KD.
So
a healthy KD is the best player in the league.
LeBron at this age to still be considered a top 5 player
is no. That is the only reason he's not the best player in the league. Let's clarify that right now. It's because, unfortunately, you cannot beat Father Time. That's the only thing that beat LeBron. Father Time. That's it. He would obviously be the best player in the league. You can't beat Father Time. Is he still a top 10? Yeah. Hell yeah. It's LeBron James.
He's top 5. Oh, but
you could argue
we're
he's top
talking
5,
about
absolutely.
we're talking about LeBron. The Lakers finish 0-6 in the preseason.
Who, bro?
Oh my God! Who the hell?
You took it right out of my
cares?
mouth. Who can? It's preseason basketball, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people will come up to me? Yo, did you see the game? No. Who the hell watches preseason? I don't watch preseason football. I don't watch preseason basketball, and I don't watch spring training baseball. Who the hell watches this shit?
By the way, Lindor had a great spring training.
Yeah, exactly.
How did that end
That's
up?
my point. That's my point. Guys look like Hall of Famers in these preseason games, and when the regular season comes around,
Yeah, but I think they were showing that they had like 36 combined turnovers between LeBron and Russell Westbrook, and only 37 field goals. And I'm like,
well,
because
first
they're
of all,
playing around with the ball, like they're not.
yeah,
it's just
they're trying to get a feel. They're trying to get a feel for each other. They're gonna have to try to get a feel for each other.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Westbrook is gonna Westbrook. That's just it. Westbrook will always Westbrook, and you just LeBron knew what he was getting with Westbrook, and he just said, "I told you, these are awesome. Cheers, brother. Cheers." No, not the devil. What are you talking about? It's fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm like halfway down.
And you feel right.
I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, no, not lightheaded. You feel right. Stop it.
It's the devil, man.
Oh my God, take your tampon out. Take your tampon out, Josh. Come on. What's the matter with this guy? This guy, man. One freaking drink in, and this guy's. Oh God.
All right.
I guess his flow is heavy today.
Well, being that we didn't do a show last week, we didn't get a chance to talk about the the fantastic fight. I don't know if you saw it, Fury versus Wilder.
No, and I'm actually upset that I didn't get to see it. However, I will be watching the replay. I know. You know what it was? I always feel like when I do watch something, it's fucking awful.
You know what? I'm starting to. I realized that too. Because
when I miss it, it's amazing.
And then the next thing, I saw it in the gym the next day. Yeah, you're right. Don't watch anything. Bro. No more.
Yeah,
it's the next day for you.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna jinx it. It's true. Fight easily the fight of the year. Maybe the best fight in the last 3 years.
Steve, you missed
Fantastic.
that. We talked about that in another show. We argued over the top 10 players in the league.
Oh,
and we'll revisit it once the season starts.
Yeah.
We're gonna revisit that
we can
again.
talk about, Fury Wilder was great, man, and it was great because Fury Wilder 2, they stopped the fight. Wilder fires his whole training staff because he was pissed that they stopped the fight. Everybody understood why they stopped the fight, but hold on, let me finish.
Oh shit! Wait, we're getting blocked here.
It's blocking our faces. Everybody's going
blocking
on.
our
That's good.
faces.
That's
This is
actually a good price. That's a good problem.
Yeah, this is a good problem.
We gotta bring it. We gotta.
It's all right. Nah, it's all good.
All right.
It's all good. It's nice to see the chat going. Thank you, guys. Yeah. By the way, if you're watching, please hit the thumbs up or
Like it,
subscribe. Please.
Do something,
We need the
something.
support,
Yeah,
guys.
Do something. The second fight, so they stopped the fight. He fired his whole training staff pretty much. The third fight.
This was the fight where he wore all that stupid heavy shit
a bunch
to
of excuses.
the ring.
The third fight, something similar happened as well. But
wait, I thought this was the third.
This was the third fight.
Yeah. Okay.
So something similar. I don't want to get into. Cause I know you haven't seen it yet.
All right.
So
I don't give a shit. I know what happened.
So he drops. So Fury drops him.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and drops.
And
him
he
twice.
drops. Yeah, he drops him twice.
Then,
which got cojones on this
crazy.
guy to get up and make it to the end of the fight.
So then, after that, Fury kind of dominates the fight. But what was great about the fight was Fury was dominating, but Wilder would just catch him.
Would get him every now and then.
No,
yeah.
and then drop him. He dropped him again.
Yeah.
And it's like, is he going to get up? You thought Wilder didn't have nothing in him. So it showed that Wilder has a lot of heart. And I understand now why he would fire his training staff.
I don't think they've ever questioned his
but
heart.
I'm saying, they fired his training. I was like, why would you fire
his training staff again?
No.
Oh.
Why would you fire your training staff if they did the right thing? But now in hindsight, based on what, because he looked beaten. He looked beaten by like the 6th round.
Yeah.
And he made it.
And
so
he
like,
kept going.
He kept going.
So his body was trained, right?
So I would clap it up for his heart. But I would give him one of these. At the end of the fight, Fury goes up to him and is like, dude, trying to show him like, I didn't cheat against you, trying to give him, sportsmanship. And Wilder says, I don't respect you. Get away from me.
So I feel
it comes across as a sore loser because there was speculation. Wilder had speculated. He had said that this guy cheated the second fight. Now there was a bunch of things going around YouTube.
That was the one where he went to the corner and he said something like, "I don't." Yeah, okay, I saw that.
That was recently.
But what everyone is missing, all right, in the whole picture, all right, is my man Fury, all right. He was shaped like a fucking Drake's coffee
he always
cake.
comes out like that.
Okay,
He always comes out like
he's
that.
shaped like a Drake's coffee cake.
He always comes out like
He
that.
makes it, he makes it like think that it's obtainable for all us fat guys out there. All right, Tyson Fury's a hero to all the fat, out of shape mofos out there. It's funny. It made me think of. Did you ever see that movie Snatch with Brad Pitt?
I love that movie.
Yes,
I
it's an
love
excellent movie.
that movie.
That's an excellent movie.
Fantastic
bro.
movie.
Tell me Tyson Fury is not that guy. He's Brad Pitt's character,
No,
bro.
they're gypsies. He's a gypsy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, listen to me. It's so crazy that like I see Tyson Fury and I literally envision Brad Pitt's character. It's hilarious.
What's the movie called again?
Snatch.
Fat movie's fat. Yo, guys,
That movie's hilarious,
great
bro.
movie. Great movie.
That movie's hilarious. If you've never seen it, watch that and tell me if when you see Brad Pitt's character, you don't think of Tyson Fury. Like, that's him, bro. Like, the dude could be in street clothes, goes into a fight, and is just like nothing.
All right. Congratulations, Fury. Great fight.
Oh, Wilder broke his hand on Saturday?
Yeah, Wilder said he broke his right hand.
Damn.
But he's still, man, he still did his thing. All right, so about, I don't know, a couple months ago, maybe like a year ago, DC Comics came out with Robin, Batman's sidekick, that Robin was now bisexual.
Oh, God. Are you kidding me
Right?
with this shit?
So that wasn't a big deal. I mean, none of it is really a big deal.
Did this come out after the Chappelle shit? Or?
No, this is a while ago. It's
Okay.
Robin. So now, DC's new comic of Superman.
Was it the writer that determined?
I don't know, but DC Comics.
Who determines that
I'm
Robin
just saying.
was all of a sudden...
Well, he wore the green tights. It was kind of suspect. But anyway,
Bro, are you kidding me?
listen. Well, hold on.
Or if that's the case...
It gets
So,
worse than
I mean,
that.
you can go. You can
That's
look
what
at
I'm
all
saying.
these
No. It gets worse. It gets
superheroes.
worse. So you just nipped on the butt. So now Superman
Yeah.
is bisexual. Now Superman, I'm going to say this. Superman's whole storyline,
Yeah.
revolves around Lois
It's
Lane.
sus. It's
no,
sus.
no, but it revolves
It
around
revolves
Lois Lane.
around Lois Lane, but
So
it's
now,
sus.
no. So I'm saying. So how do they change it now? Is Lois going to be Lois?
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Oh man, that's horrible.
It's gonna be, I don't
That's
understand.
We're gonna get canceled for this shit. Lois Lane. Oh man. Oh god, it is fucking hilarious though. Lois Lane. Oh man.
All right.
But I'm saying, like, who decided?
I don't know. I don't
Who
even get-
decided
I just-
that they knew Robin's sexual
I'm
orientation?
not gonna lie.
Seriously.
The only reason I even brought it up because I wanted to say Lois Lane. I was holding on to that.
That
all day long.
is funny. That is a
Clap it
gem.
up for me.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold. Gold.
Clap it up for my Lois Lane
God,
time.
Lois Lane. I'm done.
Oh, man.
It said actually Superman's son. He can't have a son. Oh, actually he can. He's bisexual, so yeah, I guess he can. Hey,
Wait,
listen,
hold on.
sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. All right? It happens, bro. It happens. But I just don't understand who's determining the sexual orientation of our childhood superheroes now. Like, seriously.
I don't know.
I mean, shit, if that's the case, you might as well go into this loca with her
Yeah,
alien.
move on. Moving on.
Oh,
on.
my
That's going to be the
God.
last one because I want to laugh.
Oh.
All right. Chappelle show. Chappelle just came out with a stand-up. It's getting a lot.
Oh, see, Steve is on. Steve, thank you. Steve would know. Steve is definitely into comics. He said it's actually Superman's son. That's the one that's bisexual.
Well,
And that's believable because Superman died and he didn't have a father figure.
Bruh.
So it makes perfect sense. It makes sense.
Really?
all right. Anyway, moving on. Dave Chappelle's new comedy, must-see TV, called The Closer. If you ask me, I think that's his best comedy that's on Netflix right now.
I don't think it's his
Personally-
best, but it's actually
No, I like it because
his best.
I
Really?
liked it.
I laughed a lot, but I
like-
think I laughed more at the other ones than I did at this.
Just the stuff he said about the baby.
Oh.
the baby shot somebody. in
Well,
Walmart.
we spoke about
Yeah,
that
like, it's
perfectly
like-
too. It's almost echoing some of the things that we said. It was crazy.
So what the best part behind this is that, well, this is not the best part. Obviously, the LGBTQ community has come out. They want him to be removed off of Netflix. They want him out of here. The CEO of Netflix, and in saying that, there was some trans workers that work for Netflix that decided
Who
upon
had the amazing idea?
they decided upon themselves that them being whatever they are, they can barge into CEO, COOs meetings
Yeah. Yeah.
and make a big fuss.
Yeah. Basically, think of this as storming into
Yep.
a meeting where all of your supervisors and the owner of the company
Is there.
is there. And you decide you just don't care. You want to be heard. And you storm into an actual office meeting. I don't care how offended you feel. You're going to get hit with a...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I mean, offended or not, there's ways to go about things.
So-
And that is not one of them.
Yeah, you can send an email. I mean, you can do
Yeah,
whatever.
like seriously.
All right, well,
You could go Jerry Maguire style.
Yeah.
Who's coming with me?
yeah, yeah. So his name is Ted Sarandos. He's the CEO of Netflix. He came out to support Chappelle and said that what did he say? So,
I mean, if you watch
Well,
the
anyway,
whole stand-up,
the best part about it is this.
Yeah.
The best part about it is this. Whether you agree with what he says or he doesn't say, right?
yeah,
I can't speak for that community because I'm not in that community, so I don't know what to feel because I'm not them. But I will say this. You nipped it on the butt.
yeah,
The fact that they felt so compelled that they could run into the CEO's office when he's
Yeah.
having a meeting and nothing was going to happen
yeah.
was like,
I mean,
Come on,
to
son.
be
so the
honest,
CEO came
they're
out.
lucky they didn't get fired.
No,
they only got
They got
suspended.
suspended. But
Bruh.
it would have been anybody else.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, because then he gets canceled, right?
Right.
But he actually is. That's insubordination. bro.
Yes, of course. And not only did they stormed, they started making a scene.
Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
And I won't get too into it because YouTube's going to kick us out.
we
But anyway,
we don't want to get canceled.
Chappelle.
But I will say this, canceled or not, like if you watch the stand up, I mean, Dave is listen.
Brilliant.
Dave is he's the GOAT for a reason, bro.
I think
he
the GOAT is
just
Bill Burr,
sets
bro.
everything up that he talks about so
Yes,
beautifully.
yes.
And that's why the CEO didn't pull it down. Because you have to
Ice.
step back from the BS and
Ice.
not let the pressure.
Ice. He talked about a trans person who he befriended,
Yeah.
who he gave a chance to, who
Yeah.
bombed. He talked the whole story.
Yeah, which was awesome,
He
by the way.
humanized
Yes,
it. He
exactly.
Like, look, I was wrong about
Yeah.
it too.
Yep.
And I spoke to this person. She opened up.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to say that
He
on Twitter,
explains,
no.
explains
on Twitter,
why.
explains
why
And then
he-
he says on Twitter, he's getting thrashed. She comes
Which
to
I love.
his
He says,
defense.
he says, I'm
wanna
getting
get-
killed on Twitter,
Yeah.
and he goes, Twitter's not a real place.
Exactly. And then she comes to his defense.
Yeah.
And then 6 days later, because of the backlash that they gave to her,
Yeah.
she commits suicide.
Yeah. Which
But nobody's talking about.
Yeah, nobody's
You
talking
did it
about
to
that.
one of your own.
Exactly.
And he's
Yeah.
talking about it. And then
Exactly.
after that,
Which proves his
exactly
fucking
no,
point.
not even that. Then after
Proves his point.
that, he says, "I opened up a trust fund for her daughter. When she's 21, I hope to still be alive.
Yeah.
To give her the money."
Exactly.
So, talking about practice what you preach.
Yep. Exactly.
If he was truly transphobic, why would he first help that woman out? Second, back it up when she passes away.
Yeah.
By paying for the funeral.
Yep.
And then starting to trust.
Yeah. He mocks.
Come on, bro.
He mocks the idea that he's transphobic
Come on, bro.
and continues to do it throughout the special. I'm listen, when it comes to the bullshit like that, I'm just over it already.
You know what
I'm tired of seeing and Dave hit it so perfectly. Stop punching down on my people.
Yeah.
Cuz that's the line that is continuously used.
You know what I took as? You know what I took it? After watching it, I took that whole comedy as stop being so sensitive.
Well, he's been saying that forever.
Stop being so sensitive.
And the fact that we can't even enjoy comedy, like if you watch some of the stuff that was on TV years ago, like Chappelle's show, they can't do that anymore.
No.
You know how many shows that I catch myself watching, like, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm like, wow, bro, You can't do that
What
now.
name? Tyson Bigsby, what's his name? The blind kid.
Yeah. Bro, he would never be able to
I'm
pull
just
that
saying,
off. That's
everybody's so sensitive.
Yes,
dude.
that's my
And the thing
point.
is that-
Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby. Comedy. What makes comedy great
Comedy
is they get to talk about messed up situations.
Yes, and there's supposed to be no rules in comedy.
and
It's
then
comedy.
make it funny.
Yeah.
So the elephant in the room is
That
like
nobody wants to
What's the
talk
one-
about.
boom, it's a
Comedy is the one that talks about it, and you couldn't even do that.
It's a good watch. I think you guys would enjoy it. Talking
And just to double down, if you think we're wrong, there's a special about comedians talking about 9/11. Okay? All right? And forget about all the sexual orientation, all that other bullshit. Throw that shit out the window. 9/11
yeah,
is on a whole nother level.
Uh-huh.
And as a New Yorker
yeah,
that was alive at that
it's an
time,
American. Yeah,
you couldn't do that shit.
yeah.
They talk about when is too soon.
Yeah.
And broaching that line of like, oh, you can't do that. And there's a special about it, and it's awesome. And it reminds me that if you want to really get into it, that's when that cancel culture almost began. Because there's somebody that had a show that was written before 9/11 happened, actually talking about something like that. And they told them when it actually happened, like, oh, you can't do that show now. But he's like, wait, I wrote this show years ago, and it's a great show. Tried to do the show, got canceled. He was the first canceled person.
It's crazy. All right, talking about Netflix, the big again. It's been 2 weeks, so that's why we're covering it now. The big everything, the big hurrah, everything is Squid Game.
I did watch. I gave him.
I saw it. I saw it immediately.
Hold on. First
No,
of
no,
all-
I saw it before it got big.
Okay.
I literally saw it.
No. That's
Top
what I
five?
want to talk about.
I watched it.
That's what I want to talk about. I saw a hilarious tweet that said, if you haven't watched Squid Games yet, congratulations, you cannot be peer pressured. And when I read that tweet, I laughed so hard because I was like, oh,
It's
I
not the
did
first time. What's the movie with the Sandra Bullock when she's blinded?
Bird Box.
Same shit.
No,
dude.
it was same thing. And ironically, that's another one too that everyone kept talking about. I was like, all right, whatever.
I watched when
but I ended up watching it. And I ended up watching Squid Game. And I will say this: if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna echo that damn tweet.
Yeah, you should.
Congratulations, you cannot be peer pressured into anything.
But you know what? Besides being peer pressure,
It
it's
is
actually a
worth
good
watching.
watch. It's a good watch.
It's an excellent show.
I like it better than Bird Box.
The ending is a little sus,
Yeah.
but it was an excellent show. I actually like Bird Box. Bird Box was really good. But
You know, I predicted the ending.
yeah,
I was
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
What if I'm blind?
Yeah.
It don't affect me. The only thing I like about that stupid Squid Box, two things I didn't like. First one I didn't like is the fact why he didn't get on the plane at the end. Go see your daughter, you lousy bastard. Come back after. But go see your daughter.
That's the father in you speaking.
You
but-
lousy bastard.
Yeah, but he was already a lousy bastard.
But he's
He was a
filthy
terrible
rich now.
father.
But he's filthy rich now. Go see your daughter.
You just ruined it, but
I'm
anybody
not
has
gonna-
seen
too
it.
bad.
By the way.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Go die.
Who the hell says spoiler alert after they
Fucking
spoil it?
shit.
Good job,
Job.
Josh.
Congratulations,
Blame it
you
on
played
us.
yourself.
Who says spoiler alert
second-
after you spoil the show?
Second. I was very uncomfortable watching them lick those cookies.
Oh my God, that was
I was very uncomfortable watching them lick them cookies, man.
the memes. The memes
I don't know
online
about no
were
memes.
hilarious.
Just watching them lick them
The
cookies,
memes
I was like,
online were hilarious.
yo, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah,
it was too much,
but they're
bro.
licking them cookies because they ain't trying to get clapped, bro. Like, come on.
I'd have been licking the
Yeah, exactly. You would have been like that too. You would have been doing that shit too.
I'd have been that shit.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, that shit was hilarious. Yo, you know what? We can't ruin it. You got to watch it. But the dude that let him pick the umbrella, bro, that was grimy, son.
Yo,
That was
but
grimy,
he was
yo.
foul up until the end.
Yeah,
bro.
he was. My man was foul all
Yo,
the way.
Nah, that's nothing. What he did to the Indian dude.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That was the most OD fucked up shit in the whole show, bro.
Hold on.
Wow.
I was like, wow. But then you got to clap that up. It was genius. It was fucking genius.
and the old man, when he did to the old man too, he's like, no, you said odd. You said even. I was like, this nigga's wow.
Yeah, but I mean, you saw that coming. I saw that coming too. I was like,
now you know what's funny as hell? When the Asian girl,
when we don't want to give away too much.
When the Asian girl, she has sex with the guy, and then the very next obstacle, he's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah,
like go that way. I was like, yo, this dude is foul.
I mean, smash and dash.
Yo, he's
I mean,
foul.
come on. That's just keeping up in the tradition.
No, you don't do that. You don't know how long you're gonna be there. You gotta marinate that box. I mean, her box was dirt.
Yo,
her box was dirt.
Bro, she was so annoying. I was gonna stop watching the show. What are you talking about?
Her box was dirt.
She was so annoying. I didn't want to watch anymore.
Don't nobody get new box. Don't nobody get new box.
Listen,
and then be like, no, don't nobody get new box. And then right after they get that new box, they stuck in the same place, and they like, yeah, I'm out. Nah.
This works very well.
Nah, you're not doing that there. You got nah. Her box was trash.
Yo, listen, man. I'm sorry. She was mad annoying, bro. I couldn't take that. I couldn't take that.
I'm trying to get the head to be straight. I can't get it.
I can't, bro. It was awful. But it's worth watching. It's absolutely worth watching.
You know, it's worth watching me play with this fucking hat for the last 5 minutes.
It's one of those was it English dubs?
It's good. It's a good Korean show.
But Netflix has 3 amazing English dubs. Lupin is one of them.
Lupin is fire.
Money Heist, is it?
Yeah, Money Heist.
Money Heist is
La Casa de Papel is good.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you ever watch Kingdom of Sarah? Yeah, that's dope too.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't see season 2.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the same. I'm in the same boat as you.
When season 2, I started looking at the previews. I was like, oh, this shit is going somewhere left. I don't know if I want to watch it.
I've been busy watching BMF and
BMF. I didn't. I was watching. I didn't like it when it started. Now
keep watching.
Now it's starting. No, I've seen every episode. Now it's starting to pick up.
I was gonna watch it regardless, only because we came up in that era, and I was definitely like.
I haven't finished
looking
Raising
forward to
Kanan.
watching.
I need to watch the last 2 episodes. I still haven't finished it.
Yeah, that's also worth watching. But Wu-Tang, who you got me watching,
I haven't seen this week.
Amazing.
I didn't see this week's.
It's awesome.
I saw last week with the Protect Your Neck. I didn't see this week's. Thank you for reminding me. I got to catch up on it today. All right, we're gonna end the show with something funny.
Damn, he said he watched the first 15 minutes and closed the app. On which one? On Squid Game? If that's the case,
congratulations, you played yourself.
You wildin'. You gotta watch that. It's awesome. You have to watch that. It's awesome, bro. Just trust me. It starts off slow, but my man, you are definitely gonna be like, holy shit. Crack said he watched the first 15 minutes and then closed the app. He's bugging. Tell him how much better that shit gets.
Yeah, it gets.
No, you wildin'. Crack, you gotta watch that, bro. You gotta watch that, bro. It was so good. I binge watched it in 2 days. It's definitely.
Anyway, yo, all right, let's end on some fuck shit. Let's end on some funny shit like we always do. Demi Lovato. Now remember, Demi Lovato has come out and said there's no such thing as gender. That's lie. There's lies. The scientists are liars. There's no such thing as gender. Demi Lovato has been in the news recently, as recent as Wednesday, and she came out and said, "I really think that if there was anything out there, speaking about extraterrestrials, I really think that if there was anything out there that they wouldn't want us to do that, to call them anything. I think we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything."
Bruh.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me, bro? First of all, wasn't this the chicken rehab? Wasn't this the chicken rehab? She might have snorted herself retarded.
Yo, her brains is gone. Yo, like, she said don't call them aliens. Call them ETs.
Oh, my God. Now we
That's why I like to call them ETs.
I'm not going to say they don't exist because we don't know that. And the universe is huge. But as far as we're concerned and factual right now, they don't exist. So we're talking about giving equality to something that does not exist.
Oh, it may exist. We don't know. She goes, an understanding of how much we need to take care of our planet and how much we need to learn how to expand our consciousness. I think that the world is becoming a more open place. Slowly but surely, I think that we're making progress and we're slowly getting there. But you know, any progress is progress.
Oh my God, who the hell
I can't.
cash.
But like, come on, man.
Stay off the weed.
Absolutely. Stay off the weed, stay off the cocaine, whatever she was in rehab for, stay off of it. All right? Seriously, bro. Whatever they gave her in rehab clearly has her not thinking right.
I can't get this man to be
man,
straight
bro.
for shit.
My God. So we need equal rights for something that doesn't exist.
All right. Episode 32 is about to be a wrap.
Next thing you know, we're gonna start taking care of nurturing New York City rats. They don't get treated fairly, and we need to do our part as human beings and take care of the New York City rat.
Can we get the fuck out of
All right?
Demi Lovato, whatever you doing, I want to try it.
Facts.
I want to be where you at.
No, not yet. Maybe when I retire, because clearly whatever you took is done some permanent brain
Has it gone
damage.
away?
Yeah, exactly.
She was doing
Oh
dust.
man,
All right, guys.
guys, it's been awesome.
What up?
I think we cut it short. But we gotta end on a high note, man. It's gold, Jerry. Gold. Gold. The Giants hopefully will tank the rest of the season. But we know they're not. They're gonna try to finish 8-8 for nothing. Peace.
Stay off the weed.
Come on, son.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?